All right, YouTube. This is the immersion, and I am Bruna, the hostess this afternoon. If you are watching us and you don't know what the immersion is basically a conversation. Bruna is here for the first time, and I'm going to explain a little bit, Bru, about the immersion. So it's a conversation. We have some questions to guide the meeting, and usually these questions are created by hosts like me. And yeah, that's it. We're going to like talk about the subject and discuss a little bit. Nobody here is going to teach or to correct you. It's just safe place to talk, all right? So we don't have material. It's like different from the structure we have in classes, for example. But if you are watching us or if you are here and want to have classes, you can find the information in our website, talkntalk.com.br. There are classes there for beginners and intermediate students in French, Spanish, and English too. All right. Okay, Lita has just left, but we are going to start introducing ourselves. Okay, guys. So, Wanda, can you tell us a little bit who you are?
I'm good. I'm Wanda. I'm from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. And today is really hot here, but I think the clouds, dark clouds comes now. Yeah, I'm a dancer. I'm a scuba diver too. I have two sons. I have one daughter-in-law, American. She's here now. And today I talked to her. It's a little bit difficult to me because she talks so fast and do agglomeration in the words, but okay.
That's really nice, but is this the first time you meet her or you have already met her before?
The 2 times. This is the second time.
Okay, very good. That's really nice. Thank you so much for sharing, and it's really good to know your son is there with you, right? That you could see him. That's good. Thank you so much. And what about you, Victor? Who are you?
So, I'm Victor. I'm 30 years old. Here is so hot too, but it's raining. And I'm doing a mechanical engineering degree. I hope I can complete it in this year, in December. So I'm very busy and I really enjoy to study English. And I think it's that. That's it.
And that's good, Victor. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. And what about you, Bru? Who are you?
My name is Bruna. I'm 34 years old and I am a career transition in the technology field. I'm from Rio de Janeiro and I live in interior de São Paulo, in São José dos Campos, with my husband and 2 cats. And here's something, listen, my teacher speak in the week from to immersion uma vez por semana. Não consegui.
It's okay. You're doing it once a week, right?
Sim, tô aqui só para ouvir e aprender com vocês.
I got it. Arrasou, Bru, that's great. Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to say something or like talk something, you can try, okay? You just let me know. Hello, Lucy, how are you? Okay, Lucy, I can't hear you. Not working. Okay, no problem. It's okay. So it's going to be Wanda, Victor, and me. And let's get started, guys. The girls are going to be listening, but if you want to talk something, girls, just open the mic and say it, okay? Talk if you want to. So let's start with the first question. Have you ever been catfished? or have you ever catfished someone? If any of these are options for you, you can say if you know any story of someone who has been catfished or something like this. Okay, Victor, let's start with you.
So I never have been catfished, and I had some flirtings online when I was younger, but I never went to this step because I never asked by money or someone asked me to send money. But I know it is very common because the internet is so fast to connect to people, and sometimes there are a lot of people that has some emotional weakness or problems that you can trust in digital connections without a good understand of the history.
Yeah, like you said you use it to go on your, or use it to use these online apps, right, to date girls or guys, I don't know, date other people. Have you ever met someone who was like too different from the photos, or not? That it, like when you met, it was like completely different or a bit different?
No, it never happened to me. And I am very, I don't know the word, but I don't trust in photos and something related to this because my father, when he before we died, he worked with images and graphics, and he knows how to create good images to impress people. And my cousin followed this same profession, and I don't trust in own images. And
That's really nice.
when I was doing this, I always tried to do an online interview like this because I don't trust in online persons. That yes, it's a good
Got you. Yeah,
history.
no, but that's nice that you had a good background, right, that helped you not to trust everybody. So that's good.
Yes,
And you,
yes, it's
oh, sorry. Wanda, have you ever experienced this? I know you've been married for a long time, right? So has
Yeah,
it happened to you, or do you know anyone who have experienced this?
yeah, I know a few people to get in the cash feed and lost money. And yeah, it's crazy because the man, normally man, know how to put the correct words in the heart of the woman, and the woman get hope to find the prince charm. And is that I get so pissed with this kind of thing, but this happening, it's common. In Netflix have a series like that. It's interesting. The guy put a connection, take money for a woman to spend money with another one and get a net of scam.
Yes, it's this series is like you are talking about o golpista do Tinder. This,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's terrible, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's interesting, this one, because he's, for example, when we are talking about catfishing, we are usually like talking about someone who changes the, yeah, I don't know, can we consider what he did catfishing?
I think so, because they put
Use it a different name,
put
right?
feelings, put many people.
Yeah.
I
And
consider, but I don't
his
know.
yeah, no, yeah, it's true. His name was also different, right? Like he didn't use his real name. So yeah, I think so. Very good. Guys, I've never been catfished and I've never catfished anyone. This has never happened to me. But it's nice what Vanda said. This is really common nowadays. I saw this is like really happening with old women, like scammers pretending they are famous actors, like Korean actors or I don't know, other famous characters, you know. And it's really sad to see this happening. And yeah, that's it. Well, let's go to the next one. Why do you guys think people catfish other people? Why are these guys scammers? Let's start with you, Wanda. Why do you think this happened? Like, do you think it's only because of the money, or there are other reasons?
I think it is 171. 171 is a kind of person, and they get some pleasure to scam another one. And it's for money, but it's for his personality, I think.
Good, I liked it. Yeah, so it's just like someone who wants to get money. I liked it. What do you think about it, Victor?
So I agree with Vanda, and I think it's more because the pleasure that the people feel, and it's of course it's related to money because they are doing this to get money in an illegal way, eluding other people. And but I think it's more for the pleasure because some people has this kind of bad feelings in them, and it's so sad. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think he get a kind of emotion,
Yes,
adrenaline.
adrenaline.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
That,
fish in this one, and now I can control. It's
that's true, Wanda. There is a series on MTV called Catfish, and this is like based. I don't know if it's real. I don't think it is like something real. I think they act a little bit, you know. But it's interesting because there are some couples that the catfish is not looking for money, you know. They want to find someone they like, but they don't want to show themselves, you know, like because they are ashamed or they are insecure about their appearance, you know. So I think this can be something else, you know. Of course, if we're talking about this case that is not about money, it can be something related to self-esteem or to insecurity too, I think. Because you don't want to show yourself because you feel you're not beautiful, or if you showed who you are like physically, other people wouldn't be attracted to you. So I think in this case that you are just using like someone else's photo, I think it can be a reason, you know, maybe self-esteem, low self-esteem, or low, or I don't know, insecurity maybe. Yeah. Okay, I think we can go to the next one. Now we have already discussed the reasons. Let's go to the next. Who do you guys think are the common targets of catfishing? We saw it a little bit on the video, but let's see what you guys think. Let's start with you, Victor. Who do you think are the common targets?
So I think the common targets are people that are struggling with their self-esteem, and they find to follow someone to live or to have a romance on the internet, and they are so I don't know if it's the correct word, but I think it's a kind of ingenuity because the internet is low. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah. It's
We can hear
okay,
you. Huh?
normally.
And I think it's a kind of person that is having troubles with their self-esteem and trying to find someone to live the life. And sometimes I think in a certain age, the people, everyone feels alone and try to achieve a romance or a partner to live the life and start to use the internet to meet someone in another country or in their country. And there are a lot of 171, like Wanda said, and that's it.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, no, it's really nice what you said, because sometimes, for example, if you don't go out too much, you use the internet to meet new friends or to meet, I don't know, someone you
So-
can
Partner.
to date, a partner. So it's really, really hard. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
I met my wife on internet, and
Yeah.
this month we are doing 2 months of marriage.
Oh, that's really nice, Victor.
Yes.
That's sweet. Yeah, I met my boyfriend online too. I think nowadays this is common, right?
This is common.
Yeah, my son
Yeah.
met my daughter-in-law in Tinder.
That's
I
awesome.
think it's it's common today.
The tendency.
Yeah. Wanda, what do you think? Do you agree with Victor? Who can be
Yeah,
your target?
totally follow him. It's the most common targeted. People need to get a kind of romance, a kind of partner, and don't see the risks of that. And yeah, I think when you get close to 171, it's hard to avoid the problem, the trouble. You need to stay awake for don't get closer the person.
Yeah, it's really complicated. For example, with these old ladies I was talking about, like
Yeah.
they are talking to John Depp, like, and how do you really believe you are talking to someone that famous, So it's really complex. Let's skip to question number 6. What do you guys think are some red flags to watch for if you think someone is catfishing you? Like, how can we check, if the person is real, if they are not a scammer or 171, as you were saying. But what are the red flags?
Yeah, I think he started to never meet the person. They want to talk and talk, and when it start to talk about money or a disease, I have a disease, my brother have a disease, and I stay in trouble, I need the money urgently. And this is a big red flag.
Good point. I loved it. Like when you're saying, oh, my family or something, some money, my mom is sick, no. That's a great sign. Very good. What do you think about it, Victor? What are the other red flags?
So I was thinking here, and I think 3 or 4 months ago, I was on Tandem, the community to practice language, and I met a Korean woman that tries to sell me, to put me a team to get money on with cryptocurrency. And I avoid it, and I'm not like I said to you, I was using her to talk, to write in English and to speak in English, but she always tried to put me to send money to invest and get 200% in 3 weeks, and
Like a pyramid.
and I wasn't trying to know someone to have a date, but I was trying to practice English, and she always tried to put me in the trouble.
This is something interesting, right? About like sometimes they are just like trying to use it to work for them or to do something like this, right? To, I don't know, pyramid, just like Wanda was saying, pyramids, schemes. These are really common practice, even here, like not just with like other people abroad, you know. This is really common here in Brazil too. So very good,
Yeah.
Victor.
It's
Yeah.
a criminal thing here in Brazil. Many people lost money in pyramids.
Yeah, real. There are also like famous people like that lost their money, right? There was a famous influencer, I forgot his name, but I think he was the king of crypto, something like this. And then a lot of people invested their money on his classes, on his courses, and then the guy simply disappeared, you know, with the money of
Wow.
everybody. So it's really complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. And it's common. We need to take our open eye.
Yeah, we need to have an open eye. Yeah. I think for me, guys, the red flags, I think just like Wanda was saying, you know, if the person doesn't want to see you or like to meet you, you know, or I don't know, if they don't want to send photos or like talk to you on camera, I think these are red flags too. And if they ask for money, for sure, this is definitely a red flag.
And when they get in love,
so fast, right?
So fast. I'm in love to you. It's not really.
That's true.
Not, because love is a construction. It's step by step.
That's beautiful. That's true. And it's true. Yeah, very good. Well, what do you guys think? Skipping to question number 8. What should someone do if they suspect someone is catfishing them? What should be the first step? If you see someone is catfishing you, what should you do? Should we do? Victor, let's start with you.
So I don't know what we could do in the legal way, because it's very common, but we don't have a lot of information about the cyber crimes. And here in my city, I don't have the information, and we have the internet to search, but it isn't my goal. I think it's a mistake, but I think we need to avoid and to block and quit the relation, and it's a kind of thing we need to know how to put it to the criminal, to the policy, and I think is it.
That's a good point. Yeah, you said something nice. No, I must confess, I don't know if this is legal or not. I have no idea, but maybe step away and just block them, right? Not to talk to them would be a good idea, right? Stop talking, block, and I don't know, try to delete all the information you have from the the person, I think it's a good idea. What do you think about it, Wanda?
Yeah, I follow you totally. I think block because we don't have evidence to go to police and get a statement with police. We need to take evidence, and when we take evidence, you lost money. Lost money is the evidence. Then I think it be awake and take block and see if the person is a kind. But I think the person who fell in this kind of thing, it's a person fragile, a person stay alone, fragile, and another part is planner. The planner to do this is a kind of sad thing, because one planning, another one is in solitude.
That's true. That's true. It was really nice what you said. I totally agree with you. Like usually the guys who are being catfish, they are fragile or they are like insecure, just like Victor said, right? About about having a low self-esteem. But I agree with you that blocking might be the best option, right? Well, going ahead to question number 10, guys. Do you think there should be a punishment for catfishing? And if so, what should be the punishment? Wanda, what do you think?
And I think it depends of the evidence. If they have an evidence, have laws to punishment this kind of thing. Like pyramids, my son arrest many people because of pyramids all the time. It's totally common, this kind of thing. And yeah, but we need evidence. In the time when the catfishing start, the scam, we don't have evidence, but need punishment like the law.
Yeah, and I was trying to find here in Brazil, catfishing is not a crime, you know.
But
But
pyramid is.
pyramid is, yeah. But I think it should be a crime, you know, because you are pretending you are someone else, you know, you are using like someone else's images, like sometimes someone else's photos to like, this is not right, to use like someone else's name or someone else's photo. Right?
It's
a crime, right?
falsidade ideológica, né?
Ideological, right? Yeah.
It's
So, yeah.
There is a law for that.
Yeah.
There is a law for punishment.
That's true. Very good. And what do you think about it, Victor? Thank you, Wanda.
So I agree with Wanda, we need to have evidence because it requires a lot of evidence and it's hard to find the catfisher because he or she can use a lot of different profiles to give a I don't know the word in English, but to stole money, a kind of stole money, and for different people, because using the internet we can do another email and find another photo and match other people and use it to a kind of scale or crime, and it's very hard to have. I think it's a problem related to professionals in law to do this, and a kind of different cybercrime, if we can say it like this.
Yeah.
I think the correct punishment is don't use the internet for the rest of life.
That's a good, very good. Yeah, it's difficult, but I really liked what you said, Victor. Guys, how do you think we can protect ourselves from being catfished? And also, how do you, I will add another question here. How do you guys protect yourselves on the internet? Like, do you usually share photos of your family, of you? Are your profiles opened? Share a little bit about it with me, Victor. Let's start with you now.
So I think I am I'm not an example to security on social media because I always share everything. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 social media, and I usually use more the LinkedIn, but I have for a long time, and sometimes I went there to surf, and when I was younger, I usually put a lot of photos and location, and I think it's a bad thing. And nowadays, me and my wife are oriented or teenager to to take security with the internet and to not spend a lot of time with social media and don't share your residence, your personal things. And I am not an example on it, but I'm trying to raise a good knowledge in my stepdaughter.
That's awesome. That's really important, and I totally feel you. I'm not a good example too. Like I actually my Instagram like is open. I think I closed it this week because I've been getting a lot of likes on my stories, and they are just terrible, weird guys liking it. So this week my Instagram is not private anymore. But it's easy to find information about me over the internet on Twitter. I am on a lot of social media just like you, Victor. So it's hard. But of course, I try not to share my address or something like this, just to protect myself. But I think the best way we can protect ourselves from being catfished is trying to identify if the person is real or not, if they exist, if and like try to talk to them on camera if you can do it. I think this is the best time for the best way of protecting ourselves. What about you, Wanda? Is your life an open book on the internet or not?
No, I'm not a social media person. I don't have any social media. I have, but I never put one photo or one a sentence, nothing. I don't like it. I don't see. I follow for English, for news, like that. But I never put my photos or my profession or my curriculum. Never.
That's good. Really wise from you, not having all the information online. That's really good. I totally feel you.
I'm a lazy person. It's so difficult to me to put today I'm here and my photo. For what? It's not for me.
Yeah, it's interesting too because, for example, the society we are living nowadays, like the kids or the teenagers, they are growing up with this, right? So
yeah.
You weren't born in a time that like people would post and share their lives all the time, right?
Yeah. I never put this. I grow up without this, but I have many friends.
Yeah.
all the time to put in the social media when we go to dive. They put many photos.
Photos and everything. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Very good, Wanda. Thank you so much. Guys, the next question is about the victim. How can they confront someone who is catfishing them? So if someone were catfishing you and if you find out, would you confront the person? Is it a good idea to confront or not? Victor, let's start with you.
Wait a moment.
Okay. Almost.
Quase.
It's okay.
So I think when the person notes that it's a kind of criminal, if I can say it, and I think the person needs to confront, because it's a person trying to steal their money, and not only because the money, but because the well-being of this person, because it's so disappointing when we are victims of this kind of thing in a lot of things. I don't know the name of the 171 in English, but it's so hard because it's a thing that affects our well-being and our self-esteem, and it's required, in my opinion, it's required to confront. And if the person notes earlier, before the person engage with the purpose of the criminal, and I think it's needed to confront and to ask money too. Oh, I'm broken today. I need money too. You can send me. I think it's a good way to have fun.
To ask the catfish for money too, to see if they're going to give you, right? Yeah, it's a good. If you don't want to reveal, you know, right, who the person is. Like if you are trying to play a little bit with the catfish, it can be a good.
Yes, this sort of thing, because if the person notes this, it's a possibility we can play with the catfisher and have fun.
What do you think about it, Wanda? Would you play with someone like this?
It depends. If it's only for internet and you get in safe place, okay, you can confront, you can joke with the catfishing. But if you stay in a no safe place, like they know what your address, your job, your life, I think it's totally different. You get fear about this and take it to get some help with the police or a friend or another person.
Yes, that's true. Because like if we, for example, if you are a victim and you like probably shared a lot of things of your life
Yeah.
with this person, right? So if you confront them and you are afraid, it's a bit complicated because they have information about you, right?
Yeah.
So it's difficult. Yeah, I feel you. Very good. Couldn't agree more, Wanda. Guys, what other areas, going back to question number 5. Of 5. We were talking about the impacts on the victim. Of course, we have an emotional effect, right? What other areas of their lives can be affected when we are talking about the victim, you know? Let's start with you, Wanda.
I think the person gets depressed because the self-esteem is low, because they think they get more arrependimento, regrets of it's terrible for the person. I think it's terrible.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And of course, we were talking about the money, right? I think this is also that can be that can have an impact if you are giving money to the scammer. This can be complicated too. Yeah. Victor, share with us. What do you think?
So I think the financial problem is less important, because sometimes this kind of thing can ruin personal lives, and like Svenda said, the people can feel depressed and get a sick illness, and it's so bad because it requires a lot of time to treat, and it requires a good treatment, good use of internet, and it's a kind of new lifestyle, because the person will feel so scared to use the internet, but it's so hard nowadays because everyone has a cell phone, and the majority of the people I think have a computer. Majority not, I know it's less than this, but I think it's the emotional way is the worst thing, because the person can feel like the worst person in the world, and it's so sad.
And it's so hard to recover and get a life again. All the time the person think about this kind and get depressed and get regretted. It's
Yeah.
a lack in their life. It's terrible.
I think the person needs to work in the self-esteem and the confidence for a long time to recover the right way to live the life, to start to have datings, and to have a good well-being in the next steps. I think it's a really bad thing.
Yeah, and to learn, you guys said amazing things. I think learning how to trust someone else again is really difficult, right? Every time we experience like traumatic things, we need like a lot of time to overcome and to trust other people again, right? So it's really nice what you said, Victor, about learning how to, or like build your self-esteem again, right? And build your confidence on other people. And it's all about time, right? I think time is the
I think he needs to get a psychologist, because it's so hard to take off this time.
Yeah, I have a story to share with you guys. When I was at school, one of my best friends at high school, she was dating a guy on the internet. It was like an online relationship, and they would call each other all the time, and she was in love with him, but he used to live in another city, and they like didn't meet. And then once this guy told her he was not a guy, he was a girl, and it was like this friend cried so much. And then of course they had built a strong relationship, like a really strong, like romantic relationship, and then after some months they became friends. The girl was actually living in São Paulo and not in the countryside, as he said. and they became friends. It's weird, right?
Yeah, became friends after that. Oh.
Yeah, but my friend like trusted her, and now they are friends too, so
Yeah, a good end. Okay, it's better.
yeah, she cried for a week, like, oh my God, I was in love. So, but it's complicated. Yeah. Let me see, guys. I think we answered all of the questions. Maybe we just haven't answered number 7. Do you think you could be trickled by a catfish? Would you fall? Like if you were talking to someone, would this happen to you, Wanda?
I think it is a kind of hard to get me because I'm a reasonable person. I'm not an emotional person. And when a person talk to me, kind of talk atravessada, I open my eyes and, oh my gosh, stay away to me. But I'm not could avoid nothing in this life.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, very good. I must confess I don't have like I don't build relationships online with other people, Of course, with you guys who are here on TNT, it's different because we are talking, and it's
Yeah,
okay.
safe
But
place.
yes, like we have the cameras open. No, it's okay. But for example, in a daily basis, I don't talk to other people online, and I don't start friendships or relationships online with someone I've never seen. So I don't think I could be tricked by a catfish now, I don't know when I'm getting older how it's go how I'm going to be. But today I think I wouldn't be I wouldn't be caught. What about you, Victor?
So I would say never
Yeah.
because we can pass through hard times and we can feel depressed or alone, and we, regardless of our previous experience, we can be tricked for some different things in our lives, and I would like to say it can happen with me because I don't know uh, where I don't know what kind of thing these catfishers will develop to impress people around the world in your country, and it's I think it's a kind of thing that will grow, and they will create new strategies to approach to people. I think we always can be a victim, and we need to be smart, but it's hard sometimes. The criminals are being smarter, and we need to take care.
Yeah, definitely.
They planner the golpe, the scam.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are smart, right? And they have the strategies already, but
And they have time.
that's true. That's true. Very good, guys. We are almost over. I just want to talk to Bruna. Bru, how was your experience? Como foi ouvir? Tell us. Pode falar em português, né? Tudo bem. Como foi a experiência? Nossa, gente, as crianças estão gritando.
Olha, foi muito difícil entender, confesso. As aulas são bem mais simples, mas de uma forma geral eu acho que eu consegui entender.
A ideia geral e tudo mais.
Isso.
Muito bom. Se você falasse assim, eu quero participar de uma imersão com um tema tal, acho que eu consigo falar sobre tal tema. Que tema que você escolheria?
Ai, não sei, agora sim. Nossa, não sei, mas não sei, menina, não me compromete assim, não.
Não me compromete assim. Então, pensando aqui,
É.
a gente pode fazer um tema mais simples, né? Pra gente
Food is
Food.
okay. Food is
Food.
okay for...
Food is a good topic. Food and music. Muito bom. Vamos
Food
pensar em
is
semana que
really good.
Very
Easy.
good. Next week, semana que vem, a gente vai falar sobre weed, maconha. So I'm really excited to talk about that. It's going to be my first time talking about that, and you guys are more than invited. O convite está feito para vocês. Conversar sobre maconha por aqui. Interessante tema, vamos debater, abrir nosso coração, falar o que a gente acha.
Pena que eu não vou estar aqui.
But it's okay. There will be other times, other chances for us to talk. You guys can send your feedback in the link. Victor, Vanda, Bru, it was a pleasure having you here today. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you next week to talk about weed or other day. It's okay. We are going to meet each other. Okay? Bru, congrats. Parabéns por ter vindo. It requires a lot of courage. Precisa ter muita coragem para vir e ficar só ouvindo. É sério isso. E isso é muito bom, sabe? Quer dizer que você está realmente interessada e quer realmente se desenvolver. Então, continue vindo na minha, na dos outros hosts também. Você vai sempre bem-vinda. E quando você estiver, confortável para falar algum dia, a gente está aqui. Se você quiser falar, pode falar. Se quiser só ouvir também, tudo bem. Cada um com o seu timing. Ok? Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you so much. And see you. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Have a good week.